Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I've received an SOS from Ella. Ella wants me to help her to put some white roses together with some lilies. She's seen all of the beautiful blooms that we've got at Prestige Botanicals and she was just like, oh, a little bit stuck with, well, what will I use, what will I use? Well, Ella, I've got a wee secret and a tip that I want to share with you and with everybody. If you want to create something that's visually really interesting, go with 2 or 3 of the same flower but in different shapes. So when you look into these roses here, this rose is completely different from this rose. Now that on its own, or when you hold those up and look at them like that, that looks really lovely. But if you put that with that, you've got something visually starting to happen because you've got different forms of the same flower. And then if you added like a single bud, that adds another bit of variation and interest to the story. And then adding another one, so there's 4 different roses together, you're starting to build up this beautiful, beautiful story. So don't be stuck. If you're not sure, and you love the roses, a few of these, a few of these, a few of these, a few of these, and you'll get this really lovely interplay of line and form and shapes. And each of the flowers are, even though they're called white roses, they're actually very different from each other. A little bit darker, a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter. So that's how we trick the eye. And I have said on more than one occasion, we have 2 eyes. One eye sees and one eye feels. Don't ask me which one it is, but it's what we do when we're designing our flowers that actually makes somebody drawn to the flowers. And the other little thing I like to do is, if you're not sure of the colour or the type of container to use, keep it within the same colour as your flowers, and then it'll be this beautiful seamless flow of the whitey greys into these other greys down here. Now Ella, you also wanted to put in some lilies, so I've got 3 lilies that I'm going to put with it as well. So Ella said that she wanted something that was elegant but not too sort of designed, as if she'd just gone to the garden and gone outside and brought them in and just plopped them in. She also wanted something that was forever, so this is going to be beautiful arrangement. To begin, I'm going to use these around the outside. Now these are also different sizes, and I think that that is what's going to make this a little bit interesting. Now get into there, when the roses come, they come like that. So what you need to do is to get into there and just bend those flowers and manipulate them so that they've got a little bit of movement and aren't just flat as if they came out of a box. This one here also needs to be done as well. So just getting your hands into there and just don't be afraid, just bend them around. So I'm going to put that one there so that it's just sort of like falls out. Oh, I forgot to add another interesting point. Alice said that this is going to go onto a sideboard and there is a mirror at the back of it. So you have to make sure when you're putting your flowers together that you've got as much as at the front as you have at the back. The next to go in is this rose here. I love this rose. This is actually one of my most favourite roses. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I just love it. Gorgeous. So we've got a few of those. We just bring those in, and I've started from the outside and I'm busy working into the middle of my design. So once those are in, the next to go in are these roses here. So this is the new single rose that we have in the collection, and this rose here is the other one, that's the other new one. Now this is what I've based this on. In the floral industry there's a white rose called Alaska, so I think I've got that right as well. And when you see those, looking at, wait on, let me just bring these over here. So these are our pre-made rose bowls. You asked for those, so I created those for you. These are fantastic, beautiful gifts. Doing a wedding, just run these along your wedding table, add in a few candles, lift some, take some down a bit more, and you've got this very, very beautiful picture, and you didn't have to do anything. So these I've created for those who want to do their own bouquets. So these are exactly the same as what is already in the rose bowl. So you've got this bringing this through into this gorgeous story. Okay, with the last of these, I'm just going to bring one over and into there, one into this side. One can be a bit lower, one can be a little bit higher. I've got a bigger one. Bringing the big ones into the center is actually the best way forward because they are quite big and hunky. Oops, that's falling out just a little bit, but don't worry about that because we now have the lilies. Now, the secret moving forward is, why don't I take those tags off? Moving forward, the secret to success is to have these the same length as, all of the same length, and these I wanted to just pop down and into the middle. I could cut that, but I don't want to cut that yet because I might want to use it another day. And I'll just bring that down and into there, and let me just move this around so that you can see where I'm going. And I've got one, and I now need to just share what happens. You can, hold on, I'll come this side, hold on, I'll come this side so it's easier. You can bend and manipulate these rows, all of the stems here in our collection as much as you like, but it does come to a point when you just bend it too much and it snaps, which is what I did. But can I tell you, I bend and I've done lots of designs with these, so you know you can be quite rough and it will handle a little bit of bending until you reach that stage where you've bent too much. But anyway, I just wanted to bring one closer into there, and there we have a forevermore beautiful arrangement of just white roses, lots of different types of roses, a few lilies. Ella, I hope you love this as much as I love it because it's going upstairs to my lounge because I love it so much. See you again another day. Bye for now.